All right, so today I'm going to do a sanding block kind of short tutorial about sanding blocks, the different types of sanding blocks. I've probably done this somewhere in the past, several years back, but I think it's time to do a upgraded version of this video. And what I want to talk about is the different types of blocks and some of the ones I've used over the years. Well, starting out, say 2007, when I first had my experience in my first body work on my best friend's Coca-Cola Bobby Allison Monte Carlo replica. Pretty much how I learned the gist of how to do the X pattern and all that to get it straight. But we use DuraBlocks. So, and I still do use a couple DuraBlocks from time to time, especially the round block that they make. It's about that thick and about yay long, and a foot or so long, and it really does a nice job in getting still, even to this day, getting in some of these curved areas and stuff, just where some of the bigger blocks won't work. And then I found out about another company who was making blocks. Basically, the guy did restorations for a living, and he's made his own blocks, and he started selling them to the public. Blocks named TruBlocks. And he still posts a lot of good information, tutorials online, proper sanding techniques and bodywork techniques and all that. So you can check that out, especially cutting and buffing. He's got a great tutorials online about cutting and buffing for clear, and that's where most of my way I do my own and customer cars, where it comes from. But this guy, his name's Ryan, I believe, he decided to pursue other endeavors and get out of making blocks for everybody. Well, then you got all these other ones. You got Lucky Blocks, you got Big Kid Blocks, you got Linear Blocks, and they all say they're the best. Well, what Ryan always said about some of the other ones is the way their handles were distorted the way the block was used and all. And so Ryan on TruBlocks, he made these blocks different thicknesses and stuff. So then a fellow by the name of Dean Jenkins came up with, and he's a hobbyist actually, not a body shop. He's an inventor, and he's made several different things over the years. Came up with these Black Diamond blocks. And I have 3 of his blocks. I've only got 2 out here with me. One I still haven't brought out here yet. It's a 24-inch, but this is the short one here. And this one is, and they have the rods that you insert to change the stiffness. So the polycarbonate is very thin, but you get the stiffness from the steel rods. The only complaint I have is these steel rods, once they get a little wear on them, they tend to get a little loose and they want to slide out. So what I found was putting a piece of tape around the steel, and it'll hold them in, and you can pull them out as needed. No block is perfect, and no block is going to be a fix-all. Again, I still go back and grab a DuraBlock, especially in some little curved areas where this may, pop aside or gouge or something. And the fact of it is, I have done high-end, high-quality work, straight cars with these. But the time it takes to use these polycarbonate blocks to get filler and primer straight is a lot less. These cut a lot faster. They do tend to wear the paper out a little faster, but because they're cutting so good. And the idea with these, I remember using DuraBlocks and I had to bear down. These you don't have to bear down. They have weight, a good bit of weight. These here especially have a good bit of weight to them. And they, as you can tell, hear that versus, this, that's like that's glass right there. I wouldn't do that with that other one. So you want some good blocks. My personal favorite, these you can hold on. You can hold my wife. She can hold these really well, and she's only weighs like 100 pounds, but I mean this block's like 1/10 of her body weight, but she can still hold on to this really good. And this, I mean, it's easy, but it don't do the job. You know, it does do the job if you know how to do body work, but you'll get a lot more low spots, and I have seen the difference. Again, these work very well too. Ryan did a great job on these. What I don't like about these is how you hold them. And those big kid blocks with those little hooks, I don't see how anybody uses those. That looks like arthritis in the hands waiting to happen. So I don't know what brand that was. I would stay away from those. It's got those hooks. Unless you want sore fingers, that ain't for me. Unfortunately, Ryan, again, doesn't make these anymore. So if you like this, you'd have to make these yourself, which you can. But Dean is selling these now. He's got 3 different blocks. With the different thicknesses in the block, it allows you, it actually takes the place of having a bunch of different blocks. Like these steel rods basically take the place of having, you know, different thicknesses of the polycarbonate like the True Blocks were. So that's just some of my recommendation. You know, people use what they like to use, but if you're going to do high-end work and high-end restoration, you need to be using polycarbonate blocks. A lot of people say, well, you can get it with Durablock. Yeah, you can. I've bought straight dark colored cars with Durablocks, and they turned out good. But I think if I look down those cars and I look down the newer cars I've done, not newer as in model, but newer last several years when I upgraded to these polycarbonate blocks, I feel like I could probably find the differences and some ripples or some low spots in the clear and the reflection. Someone else may not know it's there, but I could probably find it. And I really do highly recommend Dean's new Black Diamond blocks. So I'll put a link. I'm not being endorsed at all for saying this. I'm going to put a link in the description of where you can buy these Black Diamond blocks. And hopefully it'll help you out. It'll speed things up. Again, he has 3 different sizes now. This one, and then one that's about that long. And he's supposed to be coming up with some other ones also, and I'm looking forward to that because I would like to have some shorter ones. I would like to have one that's the same length as this paper, and you know, just some different uses. So anyway, with that being said, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's grown very well. We're up to over 2,500 subscribers. I never thought that would ever happen on pretty much a channel that I did for fun. But I've gotten to take the channel a little more seriously the last few years since I got to 1,000 subscribers. So again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll also put my contact information in the video description. So if you're looking out, you want restoration work done on your car, I'm big into 70 to 72 Monte Carlo, but I also can do, you know, pretty much anything. This is my 59 Impala. I've got a Mustang sitting over there. I got a Corvair sitting here. So work on it all, but that is kind of my specialty market, is the Monte Carlo or Chevelle A-body mid-sized cars. I just know those so well, but I'm learning a lot on my own car, my own Impala here. So the next customer car that I get in the 50s, I'll know a lot more about those and how those go back together. Bodywork techniques on any cars are pretty much the same. I will say that getting these curved slope areas are a lot more challenging than just a normal 60s, early 70s car. There is a lot of curves on these beasts. So anyway, but again, for all of that, you need a quality block. And for that reason, I really highly recommend these Black Diamond blocks. Hope you get you a set, and I hope it helps your body work. Hope it helps you cut labor cost. And hope it will actually help you make more money, because you'll do better work and you'll do it in a shorter time. You can get one car done, you can get another one in. So with that being said, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.